If you ride a motorcycle, you already know the struggle. You're cruising along, everything feels perfect, and then the sun hits you straight in the eyes. Suddenly you're squinting, tilting your head, wishing you could magically darken your visor without taking your hands off the bars. Well, an Italian optics company called Irid might have just come up with exactly that solution. They've developed a liquid crystal-based visor technology that tints almost instantly to cut glare. And when I say instantly, I mean less than a second. The wild part? It doesn't need a battery. The tint automatically activates when bright sunlight hits it, and then clears up again when you ride into a tunnel or when the light drops. No switches, no flipping down a secondary visor, no awkward fumbling with gloves on. If you've ever used a helmet with a drop-down internal sun visor, you know it works. But it's not ideal. You still have to move your hand off the controls to adjust it. And here's something a lot of riders might not realize. Adding that internal visor can actually prevent a helmet from meeting strict safety standards like those set by Snell Memorial Foundation. That's a big deal, especially if you're into track riding or racing where those certifications matter. What Irid has done is build the tech directly into the visor itself. Their system combines a liquid crystal film, a tiny solar panel at the top of the visor, a high-precision base lens, and a special mirror coating. When sunlight hits the solar panel, it immediately powers the liquid crystal layer and darkens the visor. No delay, no waiting around. That's a major improvement over traditional chemical-based photochromic visors, which can take up to a minute to adjust, and sometimes darken even on cloudy days when you don't really need them to. They've also thought about everyday practicality. The visor includes an anti-fog inner layer and is designed to resist scratches, which is exactly what you'd want if you're riding regularly. Because let's be honest, a scratched visor in bright sunlight is just as annoying as glare. The story behind the company is pretty cool too. Irid was founded by 3 siblings who originally wanted to improve ski goggles so they could enjoy better visibility on the slopes. That project evolved into helmet visors and eventually partnerships with established helmet brands. And that brings us to where you can actually get this tech. It's now available through the French helmet manufacturer Shark Helmets. The co-branded visors are compatible with models like the Racer Pro, Aran GP, and Aran helmets, which are mostly aimed at track riders. You can choose between clear, dark, and iridium blue tints, and the visor itself costs €390, which is roughly $460. Keep in mind, though, the helmet doesn't come included. You're looking at starting around €800, or about $950, for one of the lower-end Aran models before adding the visor on top. It's definitely not cheap, but the idea of having instant automatic glare control without sacrificing safety standards is seriously appealing. Hopefully, as this technology grows and expands to more brands, we'll see it become more accessible and maybe even a bit more affordable. Because if there's one thing every rider can agree on, it's that battling the sun at 100 km/h is not a fun time,